Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tea. Nice day today, nice blue sky, not too much wind. It's coming this way, straight across the fence. So basically any shots I hit are going to get picked up by the wind and move in that direction. Okay guys, the Bruen project. Haven't had a lot of time this week to do a lot on it. But I've been doing a lot of thinking when I haven't been out here physically. Okay guys, what we've got to try and do is just get some mental keys for the positional sort of look and feel of this golf swing. Now what we know with Bruen is that it's different to this. Conventional golf swing, we take the club here, we cock the wrists up and we're in this position here where the club is in that orientation there. You know, it's there. Just conventional, shaft pointing at the target, club head pointed down and for all intents and purposes wide open. That would be wide shut. That's wide open. That's square, that's wide open. In terms of understanding. Now what we see with Jimmy's swing, of course, and with Matthew Wolf's swing, and with the Juju golf guy, is that they never think of taking the club basically like that into here and then cocking it up there. And I'm sure that in Jimmy Bruen's mind originally when he started, like any young guy, he wanted to keep the club face pointing at the golf ball, looking at the golf ball, because that's what people think when they start playing, that you've got to keep the club face pointing at the golf ball. And you can see that in his golf swing. When he takes it back, the club's pointing at the ball. Still pointing at the ball, hasn't rotated. Still pointing at the ball, still pointing at the ball, still pointing at the ball, still pointing at the ball. And really at the top of the swing, if you took a line down from the top of that, it would probably go straight through the golf ball. Now in order to do that, we can't have this configuration of elbow that we have in a normal golf swing, where it gets down like that and it's essentially in that position there. You can't get the golf club out there with your arm in that position. It has to be in that position. The forearm's basically got to be in the same plane as the shaft. We've gone over this before, but I just want to reinforce for people that are seeing it, you know, first up now and haven't seen it before. So what I'm thinking about in the swing is that I want to do that. See this trail arm? I want that trail arm to go out there and if possible not bend. Now it will bend, but I don't want it to bend as a feeling. I want to get there. And if I keep it straight there, guys, look where the club goes. Now Jimmy doesn't get out there, but he does get there. And Matthew Wolf gets there. And Miller Barber had that arm like that, but he had the club facing this way. Miller Barber had the arm and the hand, but he had the club facing this way. And Miller Barber was a great ball striker. I saw him in the 80s when he was giving an exhibition for IBM, I think, one day, a corporate day, and he just hit it fantastic. I think it was just before he was going on to the senior tour. So guys, we want to do this, but we don't want to do that. Now, if we do that, this hasn't turned. We want to do that with a shoulder turn, which is that. And what Jimmy did, he not only had the big shoulder turn, he had the big hip turn. Now, I can't do that yet. I've never done a hip turn in my golf swing ever in my life. So, well, more to the point, I've never detached my lead side. That leg has always been my stabiliser. So for me to do that, I feel like I'm going to topple over. That's the difficulty. That is the difficulty. But I have to work that out. I mean, I could do, like with anybody, as you get older, I could certainly do with more hip turn. Now the crazy thing is, guys, I can do it in a practice swing. Look. I can do that, look. I can emulate the look of Jimmy Bruen in that practice swing. I can do that. Look. That's no trouble. Get it up there like Matthew Wolf. Matthew Wolf's here. Matthew Wolf. Now I feel like I'm going to fall over there, because that detachment of the lead foot for me is something I've never felt. So for me it's very, very difficult. Extremely difficult. I've never done that. But I would like to do that going forward. Absolutely no question, I would like to do that. I mean, I can do it, look. And look where that trail elbow is, look. It's here. I can do it. I can swing just into that position just like Jimmy. But not in a golf swing yet. Because I keep going on about this, guys, and it ad nauseum. I don't have a program to hit the golf ball with that swing. I don't need a program to have that practice swing, because there's no intention to do anything with that golf swing really, in relative to hitting a golf ball through space. I don't have to do that. I can do that easily in a practice swing. Hitting the golf ball. I mean, that was okay, but it wasn't, you know, I guess the way to describe that is that it was terrifying as a feeling, because I felt like I was going to fall over. Now it's very hard for me to time that, because it feels like there's so much going on in terms of body stuff. Really difficult. Now, I mean, I completely missed the golf ball then. Just totally missed it. Actually, the ball almost hit that bucket. Because I feel like this. I don't think I could ever swing like that. Well, to say I could never swing like that, it's only because I haven't done any reps of it. And what we'll probably end up with, guys, is what I term a version of Jimmy's swing. We'll all have a version of his swing. We'll never look like Jimmy, because we're not Jimmy. And we haven't hit all those shots that he's hit, but we'll end up with a version. And if my version is basically just that, then I'd be happy with it. Or more to the point, that. If I can do that, I'd be happy with that. Because I can make really good contact with the golf ball with that action. Like really good contact. and there, so we push it out. I mean, that's really good contact. Really good contact. Now guys, the other thing that's really important, you must keep your shoulders closed. You've got to keep your shoulders closed. Because if you move your shoulder and you're getting that sort of, that hurling type slap down, you're really going to get outside the line. So it's vital that we keep our shoulders absolutely closed in the action. Like that. It's the one thing that is just almost something that I have to have in my golf swing, otherwise I really can't make consistent contact. I have to feel like my shoulders are close to close every time I hit the ball. Now, one of the guys who's a subscriber to the channel, Irish guy, a fellow named Donald Mooney. Now Donald, we've been sort of liaising a little bit lately, and he said that he came up with a feeling, and it's fantastic, guys. Came up with the feeling, he said, JH, what I feel is that I'm painting a vertical line with my hand. If you had a paintbrush in your hand, guys, and you wanted to paint a vertical line there, you got the paintbrush, what would you do? You go like that. There's your upstroke, and that's your downstroke. You go up, down, and you'd have that configuration in the wrist and the upstroke, and you'd have that configuration in the downstroke. Now, if we can paint a vertical line and incorporate a turn with it, going to paint up, paint down, paint up, paint down, paint up, paint down. It is a paintbrush. It's a vertical, and it's a great, to me, it's a great mental and visual image to do that. So for that, Donald's got trademark on that, but he's given me permission to be a sub-user of it. So it's a paintbrush, guys. We're going to paint up. Here's our upstroke. We're going to paint down, up, down, but we're doing it over here. And that's what the swing is, guys. It's an up and down and a down slap. And that's how the club gets outside. It's an up and down slap. Going to paint a line. There it is. That's all we got to do, guys. It really is the action. That's beautiful. Okay, we've got some blue sky today, and I'll check. Wow, they're burning over there, getting rid of some wood. Wow, what a big fire. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a big fire. Okay, guys, I'll see what it's like down range, and we'll hit some shots down there, because we've got the blue sky and be able to see some ball flight. But we'll continue on the discussion here, and but we'll just have some ball flight down there. I'll just have to change the camera around a bit.